Welcome back, everybody. Today the wheel has decided I will redesign Toola-Roola. I was really excited about this one because I've already done a Toola-Roola redesign. So I had not one, not two, but three references to go off of. Of course I can always do better, so I decided instead of just redrawing my redesign and explaining it, I'd use it to do a better redesign. As usual, I'm starting with a sketch to get down a pose that I can use to understand the personality of the character. I wanted Toola-Roola to be really fun because she likes to paint and dance, she likes to have fun and be creative, so she should be really bubbly. For the mane, I wanted to try something different. I do like the nice little flips and swirls of the original mane that I did, but something curlier and swirlier I think would express her movement a lot more. She's a character always in motion, so having a slicked back ponytail just doesn't make much sense. She's outgoing, not a stuck-up ballet teacher. I liked the first sketch, but I wanted to give it another shot to see if I can do something a bit more fun. So I tried again to give her a more unique body shape and a more expressive pose. I try and keep the main style similar because I really like that aspect, but I gave her more weight and made her a little shorter, so she's a short, chubby pony. I made her hold a paintbrush since painting is her special talent. As much as she loves dancing, it is not what she's the best at. For her eyes, I wanted to make them big and round and lots of lashes, almost like a doll. I also tried to give her a double chin, which worked in the sketch, but later on it just didn't look as good. I went over the sketch a lot to make sure that this is really the direction that I wanted to go in for her. Her cutie mark was obvious to me. I just went with her typical design of a paintbrush making swirls. I have a lot of fun with the coloring later though. Speaking of which, because I had two coat colors to swatch from, I decided to combine them both. I really like the light pink, but I also like the dark magenta, so I tried to get a good medium. I could have gone darker with the outline, but it's fine the way it is. I'm not really a fan of the totally different mane and tail colors, so I tried to make a compromise. After I figured out that the yellow in with the purple and blue just didn't look quite right. I settled on having different streaks in a pink mane and tail. Off to the side, I'm trying a really fun preschool flower design to see if I wanted to add that in her cutie mark at all, but I decided against it. The simpler the better. To test out the colors, I scribbled in, making just little designs and seeing the pattern that I wanted to go with. I really wanted to be sure that this one was great since I flopped so hard on the first one. I had to drag the colors down onto a new layer because I accidentally swatched on the sketch layer. About here is where I start not liking the way that her face looks. Instead of making her look chubby and youthful, it made her look old and saggy, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted to go with. From here, everything is pretty straightforward, just getting everything outlined and colored in to make the whole thing come together. Doing the swirls in the mane was super fun. Everything just flowed together. I ended up not giving her a scrunchie because there's already so many colors going on in her mane that adding another one might have thrown everything off. Coloring in swirly manes is always so much fun because you can decide to follow the swirl or just fill it in circles. A lot of fun options to play around with. Sometimes I use the fill bucket, but if I have the time, I like to color in because I find it very relaxing. Deciding how the streaks would flow with the hair was very fun because I didn't really want them to cinnamon roll all the way into the hair, but I wanted them to look natural in it, so it was hard to find a good in between. I don't know if I like the tail swirl as much as I like the mane swirl, but it's good for what it is. I kept blue for the eyes since both of her old designs have blue eyes. After seeing how cute the light pink for the inside of her ear was, I wanted to add that into her design more. So I gave her some freckles, and later you'll see I'll give her little socks. I love doing hoof designs. It's a great way to add more personality to an otherwise bland character. I'm really glad I reused the hair highlight colors in somewhere other than the hair because it really ties them both together a lot more solidly. And there we have it, a fully designed Toola-Roola. This Toola-Roola is fun and childish. She's definitely the youngest friend in her group. She's a little chubby and really clumsy, so although she loves to dance, she's not terribly good at it.
Thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing so you can see more of these redesigns.